Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of RTN News. I'm Aris Theophanopoulos.
And I'm Caitlin Scott. There was a huge wildfire that hit Southern California Wednesday morning, causing mandatory evacuations for many homes. By the evening, though, the mandatory evacuations were lifted for nearly 1,700 homes that were originally thought to be in the path of the flames. Fire officials warned some of those families to still watch out for the flames in case it somehow got worse. Besides the homes that were evacuated, 4 schools were evacuated as well, including 2 elementary schools. Even though mandatory evacuations are being lifted, there are still voluntary evacuations in effect.
In what is becoming a nationally detested action, an execution of a murderer in Oklahoma went horribly wrong on Tuesday, April 29th. Clayton Lockett, the convicted killer and rapist, suffered through a newly implemented 3-drug lethal injection process before dying of a heart attack. After 2 starting injections, Lockett began to mumble and struggle before the second and third drugs were added. According to Oklahoma Department of Corrections Director Robert Patton, Lockett's vein exploded during injection of the third drug. Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin called off the ensuing execution of child rapist Charles Warner, who was next in line.
The Bobo case is still being solved. Although police have charged the second man related to 21-year-old Holly's disappearance, officials still feel there are more people involved with this 3-year-old case. Hundreds of volunteers have donated their time to search the counties surrounding Tennessee and have supported the family through social media and memorial services. Holly Bobo's body hasn't been located yet, but $450,000 have been offered in reward. Police officers say they hope to give the family the closure they've been longing for.
A man wearing a wolf mask robbed a Florida convenience store over the weekend. Security camera footage showed the masked marauder entering the store and demanding all the money in the register. The clerk, being held up by a handgun, proceeded to put the money in a plastic bag while other shoppers stood in shock. No injuries occurred. The wolf man escaped in a white Toyota Corolla and is still being hunted.
Natalie Irish finds a new way to paint. The 32-year-old Houston-based artist paints with her lips. She uses multiple lipstick colors to create portraits and gained attention from her works of Marilyn Monroe and Jimi Hendrix. While doing what she loves, Natalie struggles with type 1 diabetes and donates her paintings to help raise money for diabetes research. Natalie feels the disease is misunderstood and loves to speak on the topic. She appeared on Conan O'Brien's show speaking about diabetes and showing off her bright pink insulin pack she must wear each day. She has received more than positive feedback from her fans. How hard must it be to paint with your lips? And her paintings are gorgeous.
That is
They're
amazing.
like intricate, like beautiful, and they look exactly like the people that she's painting.
And good for her that she's getting so much awareness. She's on the Conan O'Brien show. She's a famous little lady now.
Yeah,
good for her.
absolutely. And I was listening to the story and I was researching about it, and it sounds like she's really affected little kids and adults as well, saying that they can actually now feel comfortable to wear their insulin pack outside of their clothes because of her. So what an inspiration. So good for her.
That's wonderful. She's a hero.
Absolutely.
She definitely is. So now let's go to Grace Dollerton, my inspiration, to find out what the latest entertainment news is.
Well, thanks, Aris. I'm glad I'm your inspiration. The NBA Clippers have been in the rage recently. Commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, banned Clippers owner Donald Sterling for life from the NBA, leaving the team ownerless. Former Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz has been heard of possibly buying the team. He has been a die-hard Clippers fan all of his life. Whether he is kidding or not about buying them, we will soon find out. Time magazine released its 100 Most Influential People May 2014 issue this past Thursday, and anger exploded on Twitter over Beyoncé's controversial appearance on the cover. According to Daily Mail Online, Queen Bee wears only white underwear and a thin layer of chiffon. Users were upset by this since they deemed it inappropriate for Time magazine. It is supposed to show people who have made a difference in the world, not models. The newly made series, Almost Human, has been canceled by Fox. The sci-fi drama was one of many shows that were canceled. Its final broadcast episode had 5.4 million viewers and a 1.5 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. Other television shows, including Law & Order, SUV, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Community, still are up in the air about being canceled. Emma Stone, co-star of The Amazing Spider-Man, recently confessed her love for her co-star and boyfriend, Andrew Garfield, in an interview with NBC News. She stated, "It's like a dream to work with him." Garfield replies back with, "She's a full genius," or "She has found her genius and she's doing it so beautifully." Looking for the two lovebirds on and off the screen in their movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, in theaters this month. Final casting for Star Wars Episode 7 is nearly complete. Head of Disney Studios, Ellen Horn, recently announced that they are close to deciding who will appear in the film. According to Entertainment Weekly, Adam Driver from the show Girls is one actor who is confirmed to be in it. Audience can see the new cast in the far, far away galaxy on December 18th, 2015. How adorable is it that Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield are in love?
I think they're such a cute couple. I feel like they're both so beautiful, but they're like kind of nerdy and geeky at the same time, so it's like the perfect ideal couple. And how cool that they were the love leads together and now they're actually in love in real life, and I love that they're open about it, because so many stars like try to keep it hush hush and they're like in love. That's
What
great.
a Hollywood story.
Like they're not even acting
Seriously,
anymore.
I want one. No, that's great. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them. Thank you, Grace.
All right, well, stay tuned for more RTN news after this short break.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence. On devient tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to RTN News. An Indian politician was attacked by a man set on fire. Durgmesh Kumar Singh poured gasoline on himself and lit a match, causing his entire body to be engulfed in flames. He then threw himself on politician Karmaza Fauji while he was taking part in a debate located in Sultanpur City Park. The attacker, Singh, died in the hospital the next day. Fauji is suffering from burns on 80% of his body and is in critical condition. The motive of the attack is yet to be determined.
A Syrian civil war bombing has resulted in the deaths of dozens of school children. The death count is now 25. The barrel bombs were dropped in Aleppo, the country's biggest city and a well-known opposition site. The state-run news organization made no mention of the attack, as it was clearly a conflict of interest for the nation.
The Italian court that convicted Amanda Knox and her boyfriend of the murder of Knox's former roommate, Meredith Kirchner, revealed that the decision was made in part because of evidence suggesting that the British student was killed by more than one person. The decision released by a Florence appeals court on Tuesday also states that a third convicted individual did not act alone, and that the murder came after an argument about rent between Knox and Kirchner. Knox and her lawyers maintain that she is innocent, and according to Italian law, she has 90 days to appeal the decision.
Whether she is innocent or not, I just hope that this case gets solved.
Most definitely. It seems like this case has been going on for quite a while.
Sure. I really hope they figure it out, because murder is definitely not something to mess around with. So I hope they figure it out and all is well.
And 90 days, that seems like a long time to figure out what you're doing, what side of the fence.
Yeah,
so
sure.
hope it works out.
Absolutely, me too. Now let's go to Amber Mathis to see what's going on around our own campus.
Thanks, guys. An undercover police officer busts a Rowan student for marijuana. Matthew L. Torres of East High Street was arrested April 17th after selling to an undercover police officer. This was after a 3-week-long investigation when police first discovered Torres distributing out of his Park Crest Village apartment unit located off of East High Street. Torres is now in custody on $50,000 bail. A new restaurant is taking Glassboro by storm. Grilly Cheese, a restaurant that makes gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches, now resides at 22 East High Street in Glassboro. The company started as a food truck in Philly and is now some college students' favorite place to eat. Grilly Cheese is priced for those on a budget, and every order comes with a free side. The recruitment conference for the New Jersey State Police was held in Rowan Hall Auditorium, which had a decent crowd of students and others. As of Monday, the State Police opened online applications for future careers and will continue to accept them until May 5th. State Police Colonel Futenes and Attorney General Hoffman went on to describe the duties and missions undertaken by the State Police, including their services during 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, Superstorm Sandy, and the Super Bowl, as well as their hopes for more diversification in their organization using South Jersey recruits. For more information on signing up for the NJSP, visit www.njsp.org/recruit. After 7 years of service, 10-year-old German Shepherd Cato is officially retiring as one of Glassboro Police Department's canines. Cato, who was trained by the Philadelphia Police Canine School, has been working alongside partner Glassboro SGT Sergeant Dan Ellison since 2006 and has assisted multiple drug arrest and missing persons cases over his career. Cato was honored by Glassboro Mayor for his service as a police dog, along with other police officers, and will now reside with Ellison in his retirement. Have you guys tried Grilly Cheese yet?
No, but it was making me hungry when you were talking about it.
I had it. It was absolutely delicious, and the hours are great, too.
Now, what exactly is it? It's like, it's not typical grilled cheese, right?
It's exactly what you think. It's just grilled cheese, but any kind of ingredient you could possibly imagine, you can put on there, pretty much.
Amazing.
What entices me is the free side. What did you get as your free side?
So you can there's an option of either tomato soup or a baked side, so it's like cupcakes or like,
oh boy.
Forget what else it was. Yeah, it's good.
Fried pickles, chips, I think were also a side too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okay, well, you want to go after the show?
No,
We should all
please,
go.
please. Well, thank you very much,
welcome,
Amber.
guys.
Thanks.
An explosion in China has left 3 people dead and 79 others injured. The explosion happened at the South Railway station of Urumqi and was immediately followed by a stabbing. It is expected to be a terror attack from the separatist movement. The police evacuated people right after the attacks and closed the station for 2 hours before reopening it again. When it reopened, passengers were free to use the railways, but the station had an extreme police presence. The president called for national unity after the attacks and swore against separatist attacks.
Brazil is now under a severe water rationing system. The worst drought in Brazilian history has hit the home of the FIFA World Cup this summer. The water level in the country has dropped an astounding 11% in just the last week. São Paulo State Governor Geraldo Ackman announced a fine will be charged to homes that increase their water monthly consumption. Tap water will also be shut down every night after 10 p.m. Rationing water will be pivotal with the large amount of people projected to visit the country for the World Soccer Tournament. The tournament begins on June 12th. Can you imagine not having water after 10 p.m. every day?
Oh my gosh, what a sin. And after all of the rain and all of the flooding that we just had, I wish that we could give some to them. That droughts are awful.
That's just an amazing percentage. 11% of the country's water in 1 week.
Sure, that's a lot.
It's very dry.
Tremendous. So I hope that they get out of it soon.
Most definitely, most definitely. So now let's go to Liz Brister to see what's going on in the world of sports.
The Flyers played Game 7 in the series against the Rangers, where they lost 1-2. Daniel Carcillo put the Rangers on the board in the second period, followed by a goal by Wanya Poirier. In the third period, Jason Atkinson fought back with a goal, swinging the momentum a little, but it was not enough to bring on the win. Goalie Steve Mason blocked 31 shots. The Rangers' next series is against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Florida State baseball and football player Jameis Winston was cited for shoplifting crab legs and crawfish on Tuesday night. The Heisman Trophy winner allegedly stole $32.72 worth of seafood at the Publix grocery store in Tallahassee, Florida. When police arrived at his residence, Winston told police that he forgot to pay. Winston was not arrested, but was issued an adult civil citation. As long as he completes 20 hours of community service, the citation will no longer show up on his permanent record. NBA coach and legendary broadcaster Dr. Jack Ramsay passed away on Monday at 89 years old. Ramsay has been battling various forms of cancer, starting with prostate cancer in 1999. He has also had melanoma, bladder cancer, tumors in his brains and lungs, and most recently, bone marrow disease. The coach spent his final days in hospice care at his Naples, Florida home. Ramsay was an NBA coach for 21 seasons and brought the Trailblazers to their first and only NBA championship. He is best known for his broadcast work with the Miami Heat, ESPN, and ESPN Radio. Cornerback Kerry Williams, entering his second season with the Philadelphia Eagles, expressed that he will be more mindful of what he says this season. Williams began his first year with the team on some questionable behavior and comments before proving to be a valuable member of the defense. After Williams made plain his demeanor in going forward, the Eagles' defensive back weighed in on Deshaun Jackson's release, as well as head coach Chip Kelly. Williams noted how Kelly is clear-cut about his desire to win and leaves everything about him easily seen. Details that Philly fans are excited for the team's future. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver banned Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling for life, as well as giving him a $2.5 million fine after Sterling made racial remarks to his girlfriend, which leaked over the weekend. Silver is also forcing Sterling to sell the Clippers, which he has owned since 1981. When he purchased the team, he paid $12 million. Forbes estimates that the team is now worth $575 million. The lifetime ban means that Sterling is not able to attend any games, practices, NBA committee meetings, or make any decisions regarding the team. Okay, so how about this Heisman winner who goes to the grocery store and steals crab legs?
I had to giggle at this, like crab legs, of all the things that could have been stolen or accused of have been stolen.
He's a classy guy. What do you want him to steal?
I would love to steal crab legs.
What do you-
$32 worth of crab legs. That's got to be a ton of crab legs.
And I like how, what is it? He was issued an adult civil citation.
Yes, yes, because
Not married.
he doesn't.
Married. I mean, arrested.
He didn't have any previous record, so they just decided, just slap him on the wrist, and make him do some community service, and just wave it off.
Sure.
So,
I think 20 hours of community service isn't that bad for stealing crab legs. I think
Maybe
I
he'll
might.
invite me over for dinner.
Maybe. That's pretty prominent of you.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay. After grilling cheese.
After grilled cheese, then some crab legs. Well, thank you very much, Liz.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Now stay tuned because coming up after the break, Benny Panella has your weekly weather forecast.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking. Viking.
Red state, blue state, vegan,
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
downtown,
Optimist.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities,
Live
our families,
united.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Bring this one.
Welcome back. Now, Aris, I understand that you are a senior
Yeah, go figure, right?
and you are actually graduating.
That's surprising. Yeah.
Amazing and scary, I'm sure. Liz, if I could have you come up just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Liz is also a senior. Matter of fact, we have plenty of seniors here on the RTN News, and they are all graduating and they're all super talented. So on behalf of the RTN News, I would like to congratulate and thank Kyle, Julius, Liz, Aris, our producer Gianna, and also Jason. So thank you so much. It's been an honor working with all of you, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Oh, well, thank you. Definitely.
All right, now let's go to Benny Panella to see what the weather forecast has in store for us next week.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. And if April showers bring May flowers, then what do May showers bring? Well, we're going to find that out early on here in May. As you can see, Friday, it's going to be beautiful today. High of 70, breezy. A little bit of humidity coming off of a late last night shower. And of course, partly cloudy. Saturday, partly breezy. Then, we have a slight chance of rain both Saturday and Sunday, which also is going to bring in the humidity factor because the days are supposed to get up into 71 and 69, even higher than 69 possible. Next week, we got Monday. High of 66, low of 47. There is a slight chance of rain on Monday, too, but that's not going to happen until later in the day. Of course, Tuesday, high of 66, low of 47. We're going to have rain there. And then, of course, Wednesday, see, a little graphic right there, lightning again. Another thunderstorm planned on for Wednesday, though a high of 71, which is why we're getting the thunder. Of course, slight chance of rain all week long, especially Thursday. That's when we're going to have rain all day long. Finally got into a little bit of the sun, and the rain comes right back.
Well, hopefully the sun will come right back after that rain.
I hope so.
The sun will always come out tomorrow.
Oh, that's good, Aris. That's deep.
There's always hope, right? Why not?
That is so deep.
What are you doing with your weekend?
My weekend's going to be spent basically studying for finals. We've got our last week of finals coming up.
I know, brutal.
I have, I believe, one or two papers due. And then, of course, I have a quiz and everything's just starting to catch up. What do you have?
Just think it's the final push, though. Like, we just got to push this one last week, this one last couple, finals, and then we're done and we're out of here.
I know, that's really what I'm looking forward to, is just getting done, getting back into the swing of things.
No, absolutely, yeah. So once again, I would like to thank everybody so much. This has been such an honor and such a wonderful semester with everybody at the RTN News, so thank you guys. Have a wonderful summer, you too, out there. Thank you so much for watching RTN News. I'm Caitlin Scott.
And I'm Aris Theophanopoulos. We hope everyone has a great summer, and we will see you next semester.